Welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee. Although it is on the Tennessee-Virginia border, so we're going to claim it a little bit as a Virginian too. It is 9/11 night, so see these 9/11 tributes, including this one on the 45. Adam Crozier. Drivers get 2 laps to set their best lap time. Set the starting lineup for tonight's race at Bristol. Easton's Transportation Nissan goes to the top of the board. Margison collects the wall off turn 4. Lap 2 will not count for him. He will stay on his time. Hoytsma, Labor 12 Pontiac, goes top of the charts. Gets scooped by Tyler Layden in the 64. Lucas's second lap quicker, gets back by Tyler Layden. And Hayden Lowell beats Hoytsma on his second lap. Layden not able to back it up on his second lap, and he will stay third. Looks like Edwards had trouble in his lap too. He's on pit lane. Here's Orndorff. Trenton Sneed sits on the pit lane. Watch Trenton roll out. Also have Catalano on track. Had a good time in practice. M9 SimSport Chevy. Catalano 8th quick that first lap. Blake Galeo jumps up to 3rd in the free Neo Chevrolet. Lap 2 is slower for Giglio. He will stay 3rd. Catalano second lap jumps up to 6th. Nice improvement there. Trenton first lap puts him 8th. First lap 15.045, second lap 15.054. Very close to one another, 9 thousandths of a second from one another. He will stay 8th. Oh, he's getting extra practice in. Cliff Mullins sits at the end of pit lane. We'll see if he graces us with a effort in qualifying or not. If he gets rolling, he'll be no worse than 15th. If he stays without a lap time, he will start 20th. Mr. Cliff decides to take use of this TV time. He's going to go on out there. Another 911 tribute car. Should be seeing plenty of those tonight. Lap number 1 from Cliff. As he rolls through 3 and 4. Across the stripe, he'll put down a 15.11, jumps him to 11th. See if he's able to pick up some more spots on lap number 2. Cliff definitely a short track guy. Slower on lap 2, so he'll stay 11th. Dan Robinson Jr. He's got his tribute car out there. Frisco Media Chevy with the 911 logo on the hood. 14th on his first lap. Hey, William. Hey, Jake. How's everybody? Hey, Barbara Sneed. Hey, Chrissy and Red Cell. Everybody's hanging out. Dan's lap 2 is significantly quicker. Moves him all the way up to 10th. Nice pickup there for Robinson Jr. Final 26 seconds ticking off here, but I don't think anybody else is going to get out there, so we should go ahead and start talking to Hayden now since he likes to be very, very long-winded. Hopefully he's hanging out in driver chat. Or C2X or somewhere. There he is. Hayden, DG. Nope, he does not have a copy. He's going to need me to go off of push to talk and on to voice activity. Hi, how's it going?
Hi, Swiss.
It helps when I'm on voice activity, doesn't it?
Yeah, you know, that could help a little bit.
All right, 10 seconds. You got the poll. Good job. How you feel about the race tonight?
If it goes green, fine. If there's a lot of cautions, it's gonna suck.
Perfect. All right, bye.
Goodbye.
I gave him 10 seconds and he took 10 seconds. Beautiful. Funny. All right. let's get to the starting lineup. Hopefully drivers are getting out on track and filling up the grid for me so we can get some nice images of their cars while we run through the lineup. Oh, we're missing row 2. There's Blake, Lee Lanen. We can probably get started. Alright, let's go ahead and start it. Catalano's not there, Catalano's not there. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Hayden Knoll, your pole sitter for tonight's race in the Napa Ford Fusion with the special red, white, and blue paint scheme for the 9/11 Tribute. This is our starting lineup presented by our friends at Labor 12 BT Dubs. Lucas Williamson starts in second in the Labor 12 Pontiac. That beautiful gold, white, and black machine. Blake Giglio, the meme machine, free Neo Chevrolet, the M9 Sim Sport on the car. He'll start in third. Tyler Layden, his 64 Chevy, starts in fourth. Travis Martin, the Taco Bell Chevy, starts in fifth. I had Taco Bell last night, and you all needed to know that. Patsy Catalano, the M9 Sim Sport Chevy, starts in sixth. Jeff Price, Back Channel Productions Pontiac, starts in seventh. Trent Steed, Trans Technologies Corvette in eighth. Zach Margison, Easton Transportation Group Nissan GTR in ninth. Dan Robinson Jr. in his 9/11 Tribute Chevrolet in the 10th spot. Way to sneak in there, Dan. Mike Edwards, the Fort Worth Screen Printing Low Gains Elite Cave RP Chevy, starts in 11th. Cliff Mullins, Pinnacle Trailer Sales 9/11 Tribute Machine, starts in 12th. CJ Orndorff, Real Chief Filters number 8, starts in 13th. Jeremy Scher, beautiful car there, he'll start 14th in that 9/11 Tribute. Ian Montrose Cave RP Fort Worth Screen Printing Chevy, starts 15th. Then you have Adam Crozier, 9/11 2977 Pontiac, starts in the 16th spot. Dave Hoytsma, I think that says Happy Birthday Linda on the hood. Well, whoever Linda is, happy birthday, Linda. Hopefully you have a great birthday. Daniel Llewellyn, Labor 12 Pontiac in 18th. J.R. Deal Cave RP Ford starts in 19th. Jake Lawrence, one of his naughty girls schemes there. Good gracious. Don't think we can even show that on the broadcast for very long. Twitch might ban us. Fort Worth Screen Printing Cave RP Chevy of Will Ashburner 21st. 21 cars to do battle here in Bristol, Tennessee, Thunder Valley. Field's going to do 120 laps. We'll hope a lot of those are green. Bristol can sometimes be a bit of a crash fest, especially in these cars where the bumpers don't quite line up and it gets the car in front of you jacked up and up off the ground if you get into the back of them. Hopefully the driver's cognizant of that, leave some space. We don't have to pace for 120 laps. Underway in the Spittin Venom Podcast ARCA series, part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Top two break away quickly. Giglio across Lanen's nose. Lanen dives to the inside. Hoyts up high. Hayden's down low. I hear some sliding in the background. There's a wreck. Dan Robinson Jr. is around in the 27. It did not take long. Lap 2. Robinson Jr. lost it in the middle of the track. Cliff Mullins gets a piece of him. I believe 8 of Orndorff as well. Everyone else seems to have woed down in time. Look at that ride along with J.R. Deal. He sees all kinds of chaos unfold in front of him, but he is able to stay off everybody. Nicely done, Mr. Outlaw. And now we're stopped letting the pace car catch up, it seems. Cliff's got some rear end damage, not 37. Edwards had planned to be a start and park. Looks like he has done that. So Edwards had a injury at work. So we hope for a speedy recovery for the driver of the 14 machine. Thanks, Lucas. Lucas, our leader, kind enough to remind me. I still had the lineup music going. Appreciate it. Real quick, I might have to pop in the iRacing overlay just to see if the driver chat's muted or not. Because I haven't heard nobody, and I want to hear people. I want to hear people. Doop doop doop. Oh, you're going to Bristol. Is it this weekend? Crap. I wanted to go to Bristol to see ARCA, see John Garrett race. Hey, I found it.
Exactly.
I found it. I got driver chat. So it seems Blake Giglio is also retired.
Acorn stair lift because I've fallen and can't get up.
Oh my. Mikey! 37 months. What a champion. Did we just become best friends? Yup. Appreciate the prime, my guy. Check team chatters. Getting ready to go green. Oh wow. How did you do that? That's crazy. Did you punch it, fall into it, knock it over? Yeah, well, tell him Discord. Probably doesn't need to be here. Pace car is off. The 97 and 67 side by side. Hoistman the leader on the outside line. It's going to be the preferred line for restarts tonight. Hayden left the fight for second with the ghost man Travis Martin. Martin probably going to save tire. Hayden's going to put down the pedal to the metal. Try to make sure he stays ahead of the ghost man. Tyler Lane there in fourth and a bit of a gap to Jeff Price. Layden's going to look for third. He tries to get the outside and successfully gets there on Travis Martin. Layden making that high line work. Look at the momentum he gets on Hayden off that top line. Dives it to the bottom. Hayden's going to use the outside that time to hang on to the position. But man, that run he got in that 64 car. He was shot out of a cannon. Here comes Catalano to the outside of Jeff Price. That's for a spot in the top 5. Margerson's creeping into the picture as well in 7th. It's quite a good scrap from about 3rd to 7th. Lucas already almost a full second over Hayden. Catalano, big time out of shape. He's still fighting that car. He's still fighting that car. He's still fighting that car.
Whoa!
He saved it. Jeff Price with the for fuck's sakes. But at least he didn't get wrecked from it. Catalano, I think he was saving that car for a half a lap or more. Able to hold on to it. Trenton in 8th. Montrose, JR Deal battle for 9th. Jake Lawrence there in the 68. We can't get too close in on his car. Canadian Truth with the resub. Appreciate you, my guy. What up? We're just watching some Sidewinder actions here. Got some battles going on everywhere. Travis Martin's kind of gotten a bit of a gap as Hayden starting to come under attack from Tyler Layden. As I say that, Layden loses a 10th. Margeson up to the 5th spot. Price now in 6th. Catalano 7th. Ian Montrose is falling all the way back to 12th. Dave Hoistman gets to the inside of the 1.
I'm there.
Catalano and Price made a little contact. Price now got some right front damage from that 19 car. Quite a scrap there. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. And now the caution's out. And Orndorff clearly a part of it.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Llewellyn gets in the back of Orndorff,
Okay.
turns him around. Orndorff very frustrated with that, although only lost 1 spot and no damage. Should be okay.
Never mind.
Should not be that big of a deal for the 8.
I don't know. We met in the middle, I think. I just need to chill it. Sorry. Didn't mean to come in that hot either way.
Alright, let's see if we have any takers for pit road. Will Asherbrander will get to go around there. Lucas goes inside the commitment box and then goes back out on the racetrack. He's lucky iRacing does not penalize for that.
I understand turning me, but Jesus freaking Christ.
Hey, what'd he do?
What's Jesus got to do with this?
That's whatever. I'm used to being the shit fan of this fucking league.
Wow.
Daniel, when you take somebody out, normally take them to dinner first.
I'll just know he's got his coming. So
Wow.
All right, TJ. So you just set yourself up for suspension if something happens. I just want you to know that.
nah, that's fine. I'm used to being trashed around and thrown into a wall. So
Well, go ahead and do it right now, pussy.
Wow.
no, I lost my chance. I don't feel like getting suspended on stream.
Like I said, I didn't do it on fucking purpose. We were bumper to bumper going in the fucking corner and you checked up, okay? You want to get offended by it?
Radioactive will be so good next week.
Sound clip?
Oh my
need that.
god. That was great. Someone clip that. Oh my god. Perfect. Just perfect. We're 19 laps in after our break of a week, and you can't tell that we were off for a week. Feels like we didn't miss a single day. Daniel, DG in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, first of all, let's talk in Discord.
Yeah.
You're just going to talk over there?
Sorry about that. Wrong one.
Wrong button, Daniel.
Oh my god.
Wrong button. Wrong button.
Well, now that we wasted a half a lap on that, how do you really feel about the incident with the 8 car?
Hey, it happened, dude. Short track racing. I could see his ass end kind of came out a little bit when he was next to, I forgot what's his name right there. And, you know, we were bumper to bumper. Shit happens. That's short track racing. Didn't do it on purpose. It just happens.
Can you hear me?
10-4. Good luck, sir.
Yeah, thanks, man.
We got a quick word in there with Daniel. As we go back green, Lucas once again taking the top side. Hayden restarting alongside on the bottom. They go 1-2. Travis Martin solo in third. Catalano under attack from Margison. Outside working for Catalano, holds off Margison. Now Margison takes to the top as Trenton Sneed looks to the inside. Got his teammate Jeff Price right behind him. And Price got a bit of that damage in that first incident, but he has stayed out there. Not affecting the car that badly, as aerodynamics not that big of a deal at Bristol. Jake Lawrence around the outside of Jeff Price. Lawrence up to 8th. Montrose trying to follow him to 9th. And he'll do so. Price falls to 10th. Hoytsma 4/10 over Hayden. That man in that 97 is just so good at the short tracks. And really most tracks, but so good on short tracks. Lane and Catalano, it's a battle for 4th. So Cliff Mullins gets by Jeremy Sheriff for 14th. Catalano trying to run that outside line. Lanen's making good time down bottom. He's not setting the world on fire, but he's holding his own down there. Margison and Sneed battle for 6th. Sneed down bottom, Margison up high. Looks like Sneed's going to get him cleared. And Trenton's going to stay on the bottom. Jake Lawrence works inside his teammate now. Montrose in the 1, trying to figure out where to go. He might look at 3 wide there. Thank goodness he thought better of that. Not something that successfully works. 3 wide Bristol sim racing. Might get away with it a time or 2 in real, but not in sim. Margison maybe holding up this group a little bit as Trenton Sneed's driven away. Lawrence Montrose on the bottom. Price and the Outlaw and Daniel Llewellyn all stuck in on the high line behind him. Margerson bounces it off the outside wall, but does not lose all that much time. So Jake Lawrence not able to clear the way he thought he might once Margerson hit the fence. The way it works in short track racing, if there's a big gap in front of you and a lot of cars behind you, you're usually the one that's the problem. That can get you turned if you don't get out of the way. Margerson smacked the fence a few times. Now he's up there against it, and that allows Lawrence through, Price through, Montrose is trying to get through. Then you have the Outlaw. Out front, Hoytsman by a half second over Hayden. Travis is Martin in third. Tyler Lane in fourth. Catalano top 5 right now. Trenton Sneed in 6th. And Jeff Price just finally able to get around Margerson. It's now 7th. Lawrence 8th. Montrose 9th. J.R. Deal in 10th. Margerson, Llewellyn battle for 11th. Llewellyn takes that away. The top 12 cars have not been to pit road at all. Cliff Mullins came down for some damage repair in that 37. A little bit of a scare there from Margerson coming down the track. They're right about a half lane up on the inside line, an interesting line, but seems to be working well for him. Now Daddy Dave trying to work over Margerson for, I believe that is 13th. Orange and blue 79. We got Catalano and Trenton Sneed, that's for 5th. Sneed working low, Catalano going a long way around. Up and into the wall. Catalano's going to lose 2 spots. Jeff Price sneaks through, so just like that, Patsy goes from 5th to 7th. Trenton up into the top 5. Sure his fan base will be excited. 3rd of the way through. Lane in 4th. Martin 3rd. Lowell 2nd. Hoytsma starting to fade a little bit. I don't know if it's the lap traffic optics up ahead or if it's Hayden saving tire, but they're closing in on the 15 and 8. Scherer and Orndorff. They're battling each other and to stay on the lead lap, as they're the last 2 cars on the lead lap. Running side by side. Hayden's going to try to take the lead and go 3 wide here. Hayden not being patient at all. Takes the lead from Hoytsma as Travis Martin's closed in.
CJ, are you really running a car sponsored by Boeing on 9/11?
What?
Awkward.
I'm not in the mood to discuss this.
Sorry, dude.
Looks like Jake Lawrence has gone around in the 68 as our caution waves. Catalano gets into the wall. Oh, looked like Jake let off to try and hold the bottom and not slide up. In doing so, Montrose not prepared for it. Gets in the backs of him.
I thought it was. I saw you come down the hill and I just screamed, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, I saw it coming. I spiked the brakes. I just was waiting for a moment there to come out through.
Looks like the 8 car has signed his last sigh for tonight, and he has left the chat.
Tucker factory out there.
Let's go back and watch the 23 coming up on that accident scene. Let's see if we can go for a ride. This one. So you see the gray and red Dodge on the inside. Going to get a little contact from the 1 car in the center of the corner. It's going to turn him up the hill right into Daniel's lap. Daniel nowhere to go. Bounces off the 68. Gets some nose damage to his Pontiac. That should bring quite a few cars down pit lane. Hayden Lull has decided no, it is not the time. Catalano has stayed out. Lucas on pit road. Nobody on the backstretch pits. Everybody on the front stretch. Travis Martin. Down and away. Fuel only for him. Hoytsman took a set of tires. Lehman, Price, Montrose, Sneed, all tire stops. Dave Hoytsma, Zach Margison. Then the guys back here, Cliff Mullins, they're all extended stops. Could be taking some damage repair. Here Robinson Jr. comes off pit road inside the 23 car. Ashbrenner 15th, last car in lead lap. Looks like Jeff Price is coming up pit road the second time around.
Bottom.
Hayden claiming he's a bottom.
We know.
I just read how Mikey broke his screen. That's amazing.
Got to take tires and put stuff going in the back. Fuck that. I don't want to die.
Alright, pace car is off. Coming to start lap 50. Catalano did not get a good start at all in the 4. Travis Martin working to the inside, trying to get second. As the 64 of Lane is going to go around in contact with, I believe, the 81 of Trenton Sneed. Then Trenton's going to get tagged by Scherer at the end of it.
I did a bad.
Go, 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 go.
I did a dumb.
Lane loses it all by himself right in front of Trenton. Takes out the 81 and 79.
My apologies to the field.
And then right there at the end of 15 gets the 81. Scherer collecting Trenton Sneed at the end. Just runs out of room down there at the bottom. Tags the 81.
Lucky dog is high.
Lucky dog is high.
Higher than a kite.
I forgot we have to show a far away view of that car. Jake Lawrence getting back on the lead lap. 16th. Approaching halfway. 8 laps from halfway. Be here before you know it. Give out points to the top 10. 10 points to the leader at halfway. 1 point to 10th. Linear scale between. So I chuck some Mountain Dew. We're not sponsored by Mountain Dew, but that's what I'm chucking. Because it's delicious. 0 sugar, of course. All the caffeine, none of the diabetes. It's like Lane on back has come to pit lane. Of course, all of these cars involved in this incident in one way or another. Lane, the one that started that spin. Price repairing some right front damage, I believe. Trenton got collected in there, as did Dave Hoytsman and Jeremy Scherer. Dan Robinson Jr. now the only car off the lead lap. He's hoping for some more carnage. Get that 27 back to the lead lap. Apparently he just bought this track. At least first time running this car on it. One of those two.
Sorry, Travis. I'm searching for an Allen wrench, and I'm not paying enough attention to the screen.
Oh, you're good.
Let's try to see what he's apologizing for.
Did you pit, Travis, or did you stay out? A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
So Hayden Lowell does not pit the
forgot to
entire
put
race, nor has Patsy Catalano. Travis Martin did
Bro, I
pit,
did that on the last one.
but he only took fuel.
All right, in that
6 seconds
case, I am taking the bottom.
Hayden taking bottom.
I'm scared.
First car with tires is the Montrose car in 5th. Number 1 black and yellow KVRP car. Five to go to stage. Don't think they could ramp it up anymore, but should see the intensity pick up. Green flag back in the air at Bristol. Hayden gets a great jump. Hoytsma already up to 3rd. Man on a mission on these new tires. Gets to the inside of Travis Martin. He's going to try and clear him. Slides it off the corner. JR Deal goes around though. Zach, who is that? Mullins? Too many chrome cars. They all look the same. JR Deal, thank you for having a car that looks very different from everyone else's. Cliff Mullins was indeed the one that went around. Couldn't tell if it was him or Crozier or the 55. All them chrome cars out there. Oh my gosh, Cliff came right up into the door of the 9 of JR Deal. Heard him say it was definitely his fault. I would give it 70% Cliff's fault. JR did have another lane there.
3mm Allen wrench. God damn it.
Look in your pants.
Sorry, did it again. Goddamn.
No, 3mm might be too big for your pants. JR does have a lane up there. He could have gone up to helped out Cliff a little bit, but he doesn't have to go up there, so, you know, is what it is. Fighting for the same piece of real estate middle of the track and get together and both go around. And that's going to take us to the stage points. Dan Robinson Jr. gets one of his 2 laps back. See if we can get a quick chat with Mr. Hayden. If it's 3mm, that's too big for your pants.
I heard too big for my pants, and the answer is yes.
I said that 3mm you got not gonna find in your pants is too big for your pants.
Well, not quite how I meant it, but you know what? The mount for my shifter is coming a little loose, and I'd like to tighten it. But if I can't find the right Allen wrench, then I'm kind of SOL.
Yeah, that's sounds a bit tricky. Might have to keep an eye on that in the 67 car, having a bit of an issue for the Madigan Motorsports team with Napa Auto Parts and that beautiful 911 Tribute Ford Fusion.
Don't forget C2X here tonight, out here with them on the team hauler. We're gonna come across the line, and we're gonna get a stage win by staying out. So eat your heart out, Lucas.
How do you feel about getting the stage win here and maybe picking up the win at the end to get the double?
I feel good. I wish pit road wouldn't have closed there, so I could have come and get my tires. But no, I feel good about it so far. We'll see if we can get another quick caution and get some tires on this thing and try to get back up here. For the win overall, I think I've got a little bit on Lucas on the long run. So if we can just not get swept up in an accident after going to the back to take tires, then I think we got a really good shot at it.
Beautiful. Good luck to you, sir. You got any predictions about what's going to go around you? And give me a top 5. Like, you know, we'll throw you in there. So give me a 4 people and you.
4 and me. Well, Lucas and Travis.
Mm-hmm.
I think are 2 pretty safe locks, and then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Jeff Price, and ooh, let's scroll through the field here. Jeff Price, and we'll go Zachary Margison. It will be your top 5.
Very good. You picked most of the current top 5 plus Jeff Price.
Yes.
Perfect. All right, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hayden Lowell winning the halfway bonus points. Congrats to him on that. We're getting set for the restart. There he goes. Using that top side. Hoytsman's down low. Hoytsman has the fresher tires. Hayden and the 4 of Catalano stayed out the entire first half of the race. Oh, 55. Margison's going to eat the wall on the inside, slide back up the track. And there is our 6th caution. Margison. Did he have help? It looked like he was all by himself. Has a little left front damage, but I don't think that's going to be a factor in this incident. Back end just comes around as he comes off turn number 2. Slides it smacked in the inside wall there. Along the backstretch. That Nissan GTR got shortened up to a Nissan GT. That should give Dan Robinson Jr. his other lap back, and he'll be back on the lead lap here at halfway. Sure he will be excited about that. Hayden gets his caution. He'll be able to come down and bolt on those tires. Dan confirms in the text chat for Twitch he is absolutely excited about being back on the lead lap. Hayden and I'm sure Catalano come down. A little surprised Travis Martin's coming down. Well, we heard him say he forgot to take tires, so that makes sense actually, now that we think about it. All 3 of these cars not taking a set of tires yet.
Welcome back to the shit show, Mr. Dan. Yeah.
It's been too bad. We had a decent green flag run in there. It's nothing like Martinsville. Let's say that. Nothing like Martinsville would be. I love Martinsville as a track, but man, when you put a bunch of cars on it with netcode and iRacing shit, yeah, it turns into a total shit fest every time. Even like the Coke series, when they run Martinsville, it's a shit show. So Lucas takes over the lead. Montrose now 2nd. Jeff Price 3rd. Tyler Lehman back up to 4th after his spin. Dave Hoytsma in 5th. J.R. Deal 6th. Will Asherbrander 7th. Jake Lawrence 8th. And Robinson Jr., he shows 9th, but he's going to have to go to the tail end of the line. He'll be 16th on the restart. And Daniel Llewellyn currently 10th. He'll move up to 9th, provided he's able to get off pit road in time. Actually, no, he's came down to pit road a lap later. Interesting strategy there, so he'll fall just ahead of Robinson. He'll be 15th on the restart. And there goes Robinson letting the other lead lap cars by. Catalano. Long stay on pit road for Catalano, 32 seconds. Didn't think he had that much damage, but yeah, I guess that right front is pushed in a bit. There's Trenton, 13th. We've already lost 5 cars. Jeremy Scher, CJ Orndorff, Adam Crozier, Blake Giglio, Mike Edwards. The attrition's been high. 21 started it, 16 still run.
Hey, Pat, how's my front end look? I've been trying to battle 3 minutes worth of damage because Tyler had to fuck it up!
I'd like to apologize for my actions off of turn 2. They don't represent me as a person or a brand.
As most of us have no idea what actions he's even referring to.
It's fine. I mean, it's not. I'm very mad at you, but it's fine.
The front row is going to be Hoytsma and Montrose.
You need to change that thing to a Camaro, brother.
Travis, just be patient with me, please.
Pick up. Hoytsma from the bottom gets us going once more. The Jake Lawrence lap, lap 68. And then we go to the nice lap, lap 69. Montrose battles Price. That was for 2nd. Heard a little bit of contact in the background, but I don't see a yellow yet. Will Asherbanner may have brushed the wall. 26 car drifting back. Lane around the outside of Price, and then the one of Montrose slides it off the corner. Loses his momentum. Caution is out.
Travis, I don't know how that. How?
Oh
but
my
hey,
gosh. The teammates, Jake Lawrence and J.R.
quit
Deal.
my pants.
Oh my
Hey, Tyler,
gosh.
my bad on that. Sorry.
It's like Deal got loose, and then Lawrence
After the caution thing out.
just could not avoid him.
I was for sure you had wrecked me, Travis.
Okay, Ian, I didn't see it till last second. Didn't scare me too much.
Scared the hell out of me.
Watch the 9 car get out of shape.
Not try to go around the corner, Travis.
Back end will come around on that Mustang, and Jake Lawrence, nowhere to go. Plows into the back of him. It's that big slide. Boom! Daniel Wallen. I don't think he lifted it. See what Llewellyn saw as he comes up on this accident scene. I truly don't think he lifted a little bit. A little
Found
bit.
the 3mm.
Uh-oh.
I just had to look down.
Probably because he had a micro penis.
Micro penis jokes will never get old.
That, so I have to.
Peterson, last time down pit lane, it looked like he took a fast repair, so he went just for the fast repair. I think he is on the same strategy as those cars ahead of him. Hayden Knoll behind him has fresh tires. Hayden will be trying to pass the rest of the top 6 with those fresher tires. Laps are starting to wind down on him. 55 to go. Nope, I can't count. 45 to go. Forgot to uncarry a one. I haven't slept in 36 hours. Cut me a break. Had too much caffeine yesterday. Could not sleep for anything. Hoytram, Montrose, and Lanen, top 3. Price, and then Dave Hoytsma. Daddy Dave up in the top 5. Zach Margerson 6th, Hayden Knoll 7th with the fresher tires, along with Travis Martin and Patsy Catalano.
There we go. Much more solid now.
Will Asherbrenner in 10th, Robinson Jr. 11th, AR Deal 12th, Wallen 13th, Trenton Steed 14th, Jake Lawrence, Cliff Mullins 15th and 16th. Every car still running on the lead lap. Field 2x2 down the back stretch. While we're here, say thanks to our friends at Spittin Venom Podcast. Check them out on Spotify. Spittin Venom. No G on Spittin, just Spittin. Spittin Venom Podcast talks about all kinds of sim racing goes on in our community. Hoytsma gets the jump over Montrose as he just leaves everybody. Montrose fighting Price for 2nd. Lanen trying to figure out a way from 4th to get through. Price and Montrose going to make contact. Montrose goes around. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I sent that in like crazy trying to get this.
That was the most delayed shit I've ever seen in my life.
Delayed shit. According to Price.
Hey, come back, Chris.
I think I got screwed over by iRacing there. I'm pretty sure I was second.
Yeah, you were.
Well,
I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck that was. That was like 10,000 seconds after we made contact.
I don't think so. You jacked him up, then when his wheels came back down on the ground, he takes off.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't spin right away, is because you jacked him up. The car bumpers don't line up, so it sent him up in the air first. Then he comes back down and spins out. So we can watch that from his cockpit. So I'm board with the 19 at Price. See Hoytsma out in front. Montrose trying to get the pass done. Tries to slide him in front of him. Did not work out. So we've seen this strategy work out on short tracks quite a lot in SRL, where the first one to pit road for the final time and then ride out the track position tends to have a win or a really strong finish. Right now that is Lucas Hoytsma. 33 laps on his tires already. If I was a betting man, I would bet he was done with pit road unless something happens. Jeff Price second after the contact with the one of Montrose. Tyler Lane up to third. Dave Hoytsma in fourth. Hayden Lowell up into the top five. Hayden's tires 13 laps fresher than most of the top five, and oh, wow, quite a few 19 laps fresher than Lucas Hoytsma's.
I didn't take the top.
Where are we hearing music from?
Oh, I thought we were going to be playing. No, fuck that.
I mean,
Tyler, you're still on the bottom, buddy. Good try.
You got to give him a 2 for trying.
I keep forgetting that, like, I keep getting third and fourth, so I keep forgetting which one's high and which one's low.
Odds on the bottom, evens on the top.
Nah, really?
Nope. It's not true.
that was almost bad.
Pays cars off. We're getting set for another restart here. Hoytsma rocket ships off that outside line. Trying to bring his dad with him. Daddy Dave fighting Tyler Lanen for third. Lanen really drives it in there deep. Daddy Dave will have the momentum off the corner. He checks up not to get into the back of him. Lanen takes and holds third. Hoytsma and Dave Hoytsma fourth. Margison and Hayden Lowell battle for fifth. Hayden stuck on that bottom. Hayden's burning up so much time fighting Margison here. Just can't seem to gain an advantage. Catalano now working the outside of Hayden. Dave hoists up into the fence. They're going to peek it 3 wide there. Dan Robinson Jr., a big slide in the background. He saves it. Contact, Catalano and Dave Hoytsma. Caution's out. I wonder if JR Deal is the cause of the caution. Wow.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness. Asherbetter sneaks through there. I think he rubbed the wall to get through, but that had to be scary for the 26. This is in the aftermath. There's the 9 getting turned by the 23. Ashburner, oh, sneaks it through there, bounces it off the fence to do it, but avoids the 9.
4, you gotta come around me.
JR, big slide coming out of 4, then Llewellyn just goes through him. I don't think Daniel had time to react to that. On board with the 23, right behind JR dealing the 9. Let's see what happens here. JR's up the track, starts to drive it down the hill. Gets crossed up on the steering, and as he gets loose, Llewellyn's trying to drive out to the wall and accelerate for the next corner. As JR is lifting and trying to save his race car, they come together in the middle. JR goes around in the 9. Looks like he loses a lap trying to get it righted. Only car 1 lap down, and I highly doubt we're done with wrecking. Getting down to the end of it at Bristol, the final 30. Business should pick up. Dan, I don't think so either. It's been far enough away. However, it will be captured and reposted on YouTube. People will know. They just might not remember later. Except Blake, 'cause he left right after. I think Blake just didn't want to do the pacing. He doesn't have a lot of patience. Mike Edwards, I think, had an injury, so his night was cut short based off of that. Treasure, we didn't get a word from his team. They had a 29-second stop before they left. CJ Orndorff, we heard him complaining quite a lot. He's humming and hawing and sighing and all kinds of verbalizations.
My friend.
Huisma has chosen bottom. Mixing it up on us.
Jake, I just looked in my side mirror and I see that.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. That's
was
the
great.
car. That's the car I haven't been able to show you guys very closely. Pace car heads off. Hoytsma gets a jump. Side by side for second are Lanen and Price. Side by side for fourth, Margison and Hoytsma. Margison settles that battle. Now Hayden Lowell around Dave Hoytsma up to fifth. Margison and Hayden are on the same strat here. 55 and 67. Fourth and fifth. They battle one another as they reel in Tyler Lanen at the same time. Margison's going to smack the outside wall, as is Catalano. That should give the spot to Hayden if he can drive it in and clear. Travis Martin looking for the fifth spot. Let's see if Hayden can do anything as far as reeling in those top three. Martin's going to complete the pass on Margison. Dave Hoytsma trying to make his presence known. Already a half-second lead for Lucas Hoytsma. To watch Hayden battle the 64 of Tyler Lanen. Oh, and our 10th caution comes out. Wow, we're watching a good battle for third. We have a parking lot on that backstretch. Like half the field was in this one.
Sorry, JR.
Llewellyn gets in the back of the 9 again. Oh, it starts with Dave.
I think I love you tonight, JR.
Dave was up near the front of the field when this happens.
Everybody's just trying to get
Back
by,
into
you
the
know.
top 5.
Your ass is so hot tonight, I just can't get enough of it.
Hot and ready.
There was just nowhere to go. There was just a wall of cars.
There you go, Montrose. Say there's a wall of cars. See if we can go back and look at the one going through there. Right on board. See what a wall of cars looks like. Or with the one of Montrose. Behind the 4 of Catalano. I'll start finishing to 1. Dave gets loose. He's trying to save it, trying to save it, trying to save it. Jake finishes him off. Robinson gets into Jake. The 4 gets into Robinson. Yeah, that's what a wall of cars looks like. Ian Montrose takes a ride to the inside wall. Lucas, working that strategy like we said. Be the first one to pit road, then stay out. Although, it seems everybody behind him, for the most part, has pitted except for his teammate Daniel Wallen. Cliff Mullins first one off pit road with a faster pair. 37 car, brand new backup car now. And then tires from Mullins on back. Mullins, of course, old tires, but Price, new tires in 4th. Lowell, new tires in 5th. Lanen, Martin, Margison, Sneed, Catalano, Montrose, Hoytsma, all of them on brand new tires, so 9 of the top 12 have fresh tires. 3 that stayed out. Well, really, Cliff didn't stay out. He came down, took a faster pair. And then Daniel and Lucas stayed out. $19 to go from Bristol Motor Speedway. Spittin Venom Podcast 120.
Oh, man.
Wonder if Travis Martin's all Manning starting on the inside? Question
Now
mark.
remember, Daniel, I've never said anything bad about you. Please don't kill me.
I'm gonna kill Lucas. What are you talking about?
Oh, wow.
Okay, then do it to the bottom or to the direct top so I can avoid it.
I don't know if anyone
No,
noticed.
you gotta do it the right way. Take out the entire field.
Well, we have an all Pontiac top 4. All Pontiacs in the top 4. Lucas gets the jump. Back underway, less than 20 to go. Hoytsman is gone. Watch this scramble in the back. So they start zigzagging, 3 widen. Margison gets his contact from Lanen and saves it. And then doesn't save it. He had it saved. It was momentarily saved. I guess that's a thing.
He had nothing to worry about, Jeff.
Love you.
Right along with the 55 of Zach Margison.
I got it.
They're 3 wide ahead of him. Lanen gets out of it to save the race car. Gets on the outside, does Margison. Margison then gets sent up the track into the wall. He saves it. But then the car comes around on its own at the end of that. And that is what triggered our
Whoa,
caution.
really under yellow.
This guy.
Let's go racing.
Excuse me.
What up,
Like I said,
Raph?
only on Friday nights, Daniel.
I'm high. Watch out.
Coming high.
Jared Deal getting his lap back.
Sounds like it's hard to do.
So the Outlaw back on the lead lap in the 9. All 16 runners back on the lead lap. Looking at 13 to go. Lights are still on the pace car, so it'll be about 11 to go at least before we get green. 10 or 11 lap shootout. If we can go green. I don't think we will. Bristol is cautions precautions kind of track. All right, chat, pick your drivers. Pick your drivers. Who do you think is going to win? Tell you what, pick 2 drivers, because most of you are going to pick who you're biased for. So then pick another driver that's not a teammate to the person you picked. Dan's like, I got out of bed for this race. Hey, you're still in it. 14th. On the lead lap. Anything can happen. Do we get the 1 to go? Yes, we do.
It's mine. You want what do you want? Okay.
Lucas has indeed chosen the bottom.
Eh?
Jeff Price, excited about the opportunity to try and fight back?
Okay.
Okay.
Just being stupid, my guy. Kind of my thing.
I think it's kind of all of our thing. It's just what we do in SRL. Here we go. 10 laps to go at the stripe. Hoytsma, Jeff Price, Hayden Lowell, then Daniel Llewellyn, Tyler Layden, Cliff Mullins. Mullins already by. And Hayden gets around Price. Hayden's going to have to drive it like he stole it with 10 to go. 2 cars in the wall. That's Layden and the 4 of Catalano. And caution back out. Jake Lawrence and Dan Robinson Jr. Oh my gosh. So let's see how Jake gets out of shape. Oh, he gets it all by himself. And then trying to slow up and avoid him, the 27 gets turned from behind. I believe that's Margison in the 55 Nissan. Turns Robinson into the outside wall. Lawrence tried everything to catch that sliding machine, but he ended up getting behind the steering. I told you we weren't done, Rickon. I told yous. Alright, let's go have a chat with Lucas and see how he feels about Hayden and those very fresh tires. Well, Mr. Lucas, you got a very hungry Hayden with fresh tires behind you in the second spot. How do we feel about trying to hold him off in his final restarts? Are we hoping for caution, 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 or we think we can hold him off if it goes green?
I'm not really too sure. I mean, my tires shouldn't be too bad. We haven't really got a long green flag run since I took them. So, I'm feeling okay. I think there's a good chance I get it done, but I can't make any mistakes. Otherwise, he'll be there to pounce. And I don't know. It's going to be interesting here. It's definitely not going to be the walk in the park for me.
And a little bit of, I don't know, history between you two. It's been not the sunniest in rainbows kind of racing between the two of you. We'll just leave it at that. Do you think that could come into play at Bristol?
I don't think so, unless we reignite it somehow. I think we're both kind of on the same page with how we feel about what happened a few weeks ago, and I think it should be some good respectful racing here.
It's handful. Well, good luck to you, and we'll see if we're talk to you in victory lane after this one.
Thanks, man. See ya.
Lucas Hoytsma in the 97, leading here at Bristol with less than 10 to go and now 5 to go as we go across the stripe. I took away your football stream. I'm only a little bit sorry, Travis. Only a little bit sorry. I am somewhat sorry, which is a new leaf for me. Normally I would give 0 Fs, but I'm a little bit sorry. How's that? That's funny. We got time, even for long-winded Hayden. Let's pull him in briefly. Well, Hayden, you got 5 laps, probably 4 when we get to go here, maybe even less. How do we feel about try to use those fresh tires on Lucas?
Stop.
It'll be interesting here, especially as he takes the top. But the thing I'm more concerned with is I'm hoping the dumbass that set up the session added green-white checkers. So this could be the only attempt, which means I got to get around him essentially immediately because the next flag could very well end this. And if that's the case, I'm not confident at all. This is kind of Lucas's race to give away.
Very interesting. Well, we'll see what that dumbass that set up the session did, and good luck.
Just turn him.
I don't have any faith that he actually added green-white checkers, so
Alright, we'll talk to that dumbass later.
that sounds good.
He is that dumbass, by the way, if you don't get the joke. Lucas gets the jump on Hayden. Hayden knows he has to go. We'll see if he's able to get there before a yellow comes out. Oh, there goes Cliff. 37 spinning, gets Montrose. We're still going straight, though. Now Hoytsma gets the 37, and he goes around. That's going to be the caution. Hayden just a few inches of a bumper too late.
Oh, you fucked it.
And that started around Cliff
win,
Mullins.
I really hate this car here.
Cliff was running decent.
That was gonna be a good race.
That was fun.
Dude, I went for that slider. I was going for that move either way, but the caution came out, and that's. I don't think I set up GWCs.
I was gonna dump all 3 of you.
Daniel, that'd been great.
Since it's so, like they said, they were crashing back their accent. It's so far into their.
So the GWCs we normally see were not set up tonight. And in doing so, Hayden screws himself. And Lucas Hoytsma going to come across the line in about half a lap and be your winner tonight.
Yes.
Apparently Ian and Trenton both have meatballs. Be interesting to see how that scored. They might have to go back to the tail end of the field. Dan Robinson Jr. screwing up the scoring. That's going to mess up everything. But here comes the 97. Lucas Hoytsma to take the checker flag. Hayden Lowell second. Jeff Price third.
Enter pit road after passing the pace car. I don't want to have to do a bunch of sim racer hub work.
Lucas Hoytsma, the 97, is your winner at Bristol. We'll come celebrate on the front stretch. Slide it across the line in style. This is Labor 12. Pontiac celebrates a win. Daniel Llewellyn there. He picked up 4th. Good run for him tonight. We get the top 3. Lucas, DG, got a copy?
Is there?
First of all, I'm sorry, Canadian Travis, about your football stream. Lucas, congrats on the victory here at Bristol, Tennessee tonight. How do we feel about getting that done?
I'm glad that there were no green white checkers because Hayden's tires were definitely helping.
Yeah.
Pulled stuff quick on that last restart. I don't know if I would have had it if that had gone green to the checkered, but man, I'm glad the caution came out, and sucks my dad got caught up in something. He was having a good run, but it was a good night at Bristol. I think overall way better than I think we've seen all season in the other series here at Bristol, and just love this track, and Daniel's always there to help me at the end of these races. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Perfect. All right, sir. Congrats on that victory. You got the friends, family, sponsor shout-outs, and don't forget Labor 12.
Yeah, Labor 12 on the hood as always. Check them out, labor12.com. M9 Performance, Low Drag, CTC, you for doing the broadcasting, and everybody puts the series on Spittin Venom podcast. And
Yeah, and he, Mr. Spittin Venom podcast himself brought out that final caution for you, so you know.
Oh, yeah, the sponsor doing good work out here.
All right, bud. Go enjoy the football.
All right, man. Thanks. See ya.
Lucas White. So getting the victory tonight. Let's go find Hayden in the 67 machine. Hayden, DG, got copy? Hello.
How you doing, Swiss?
Yeah, you always miss the first thing every time. I should learn, but I just don't.
Yeah, like you at this point, you of all people should know better.
Right? It's just like now I know why, but for the longest time I didn't even know why. Now at least I recognize it after it happens. It's progress.
Right, like I told this ever since I got this wireless headset, something weird. It's just like no, you don't get to hear the first thing.
Yeah, like we're connected, but I'm gonna take my time to actually work. Give me a minute, and okay, now I'm gonna work. That's kind of how it goes with your headset.
Exactly. That's how it works with me too. So
That's fair. It was definitely you in that restart.
yes. Yeah. I didn't get quite the restart I wanted, and it seemed like Lucas kind of counted down the wall in two, so didn't really have an opportunity to do much on the initial restart there. But I was gonna have man, I threw the slider anyway, even after the caution came out, and I think it would have stuck, but unfortunately, it just didn't quite have the time to get by Lucas there.
I know if Cliff had waited another half lap to fuck up.
Right. I would have thrown that slider and the caution would have come out and it would have been perfect. But oh well, I'll settle for a P2 after 3 weeks of not racing in ARCA here. So came off of a disappointing Dover run, missed Iowa because I was in Minneapolis and ended up bringing it home P2 tonight. So it's a really good run for this 911 tribute scheme for Napa Auto Parts, Madigan Motorsports, C2X, and Ford.
Perfect. Is that all your shout outs? You have friends and family you want to throw in too?
I'd like to thank you, Swiss. Thank all the SRL admins. Thank everyone over at the Spittin Venom podcast for sponsoring our series tonight. Fort Worth Screen Printing for I could run through a bunch of different people, but a lot of places help run tonight. DGS Racing Network and you, Swiss. I think I mentioned you twice now, but you know what? You deserve a second shout out for all the broadcasting you do for us. So it's heavily appreciated, and well, we'll see what we can do at the terrible race that is Legacy Phoenix tomorrow.
Especially when I'm running on I don't know. I haven't slept in 40 hours, so I'm
Jesus,
delusional
Swiss.
at this point. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Why? What is
just
what
caffeine.
is the point?
Caffeine kept me up. I just could not sleep, and so here we are.
Well, you know what? More power to you.
Yep. All right. Well, congrats on that P2 run, and I was really looking forward to seeing what you could do with Lucas there, but unfortunately, Cliff Mullins decided to do Cliff Mullins things, and hopefully he'll put himself as the dumbass of the week on the podcast.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out. But it's interesting to hear you rooting for me for once. You're always like, somebody pass Hayden. God damn it.
Well, see, you always
So-
win in some races, and then other times it's like a foregone conclusion. Lucas is going to win, and that's the case at Bristol. I just assume Lucas is going to win, so it'd be different to see you win at Bristol. But really, I just wanted to see the side-by-side drama, I don't care who won.
But you realize I won the most recent SRL Bristol race, right? The Xfinity race. I won that.
But that's Xfinity. You're
Okay.
really good at Xfinity. It's different.
Am I not the reigning ARCA champion?
You are, but
Exactly,
Lucas is
so
still
I'm
better
not
in
good
an
at-
ARCA car at Bristol.
Well, I mean, I would say he's got a slight edge on me in the ARCA car, but it's not. The gap is narrowing, I think, as I drive this car more. So.
I mean, that's fair. But Lucas is still better at Bristol in an ARCA car.
Yes. So congrats to Lucas, a well-earned win tonight, and we'll try to get redemption next weekend. I don't even know where we're racing next week. I made the goddamn schedule.
Would you like to know? We'll put it on the screen for
Schedule.
everybody. We're going to Lime Rock? Really?
Lime Rock. You know what? That's fine. I think that could actually be a fairly decent race. Tried to pick a free road course for everybody, a road course that's not too difficult, so hopefully that kind of fits the bill.
That'll be interesting. All right, well, let's go
Hey,
interview
look,
Jeff Price before he falls asleep in the waiting room.
I could have added the chicane, but I didn't. It's the classic layout.
Hey, Jeff, I'm just going to start interviewing while Hayden's still here and talking just because he won't stop talking.
Oh, hi.
Hi,
Oh,
Jeff.
I
How
would
are
like
you?
to thank over. I would like to thank everyone over at the C2X race.
Jeez. Right. This guy, he's so full of himself. No, what's up?
Well, Mr. Price, we brought home a third place tonight. How'd you pull that off?
I have not a single clue.
It looked like it
My
was a
God.
bumpy, hellacious ride out there, and next thing you know, it's dust settles and you're sitting in third.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it took a lot of luck, and yeah, that's about it. Like, the talent wasn't there for me tonight, so it was all luck. Like, I was consistent top 7 speed, but I just needed the strategy to fall my way in for once it did, so I'll take it. I had a lot of fun. Wish we could have got some green flag laps, but that's Bristol.
Yeah, that's Bristol. At least it wasn't Martinsville, right?
Yeah, I'd almost rather work at Martinsville. But,
Hey,
you know,
we had, what, a 30-lap run in there of green flag runs? You would not get that at Martinsville.
no, you're not.
You would not.
No, with actually having to use extra brakes, so.
Right?
Yeah.
Unless you, like, immediately ejected anyone that made contact with anyone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then you
And
might
then,
make it
there'll
10
be
laps.
nobody. Like, there'll be like 3 people left in the race.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somehow they get still ejected.
Yeah.
Cliff's still voting for Martinsville, by the way. Probably because he wouldn't spin it out on the last caution and be that guy.
Yeah, no, I sent it so hard in that corner right before the caution came out, just hoping and praying it was coming, because they started yelling in my ear saying, "Oh God!" Like they were just screaming like little girls, and like, okay, caution's coming. So like Daniel probably would have had the better run out of the corner, so I just had to send it in as far as possible, and it stuck surprisingly.
We had a whole lot of Pontiac showing out tonight. At one point, the whole top 4 was Pontiacs. How do we feel about all that Pontiac power there?
Well, sometimes you need those low-timed engines. They don't, make your car want to spin out on corner exit, even though Cliff does. But it's like it's a Cliff thing. I almost did it a couple times, but it's Cliff.
Only Cliff could figure out how to spin out a V6.
Like an engine that has literally 0 power.
Yep.
But shit happens.
All right, Jeff, you got those friends, family, sponsor shout-outs for us tonight?
Absolutely, all of my friends over here at C2X. It's really awesome having them there. I got a little hot-headed to myself, and I almost caused a wreck with the 55. Trying to blame it on the 55, but it was my fault, so I'm sorry to him. And other than that, it was a pretty clean race on my side. Was able to stay out of the big runs that happened in front of me. So all my teammates, I appreciate them. Lots of laughs tonight. It's a lot better than everybody being really pissed off. So it made it a lot of fun. And then Back Channel Productions, my friend Nick Davis over there, always sticking with me. Have just constant support. So that's big to me. Serene Sons Demolition and Restoring. You for broadcasting a Spittin Venom podcast for sponsoring the league, so we can do this and have you here.
Heck yeah. And don't worry about Margison. I can tell you what you're in for already. He's going to block you all the way to the apron, very Ryan Newman style, and he's going to be extremely passive-aggressive. That's what you're in for.
Yeah, and I'm just going to have that right foot just go full throttle and just,
Whoops.
You're going with me, guy.
All right, Jeff, congrats on that P3 finish, and we'll see you at Lime Rock next week. Good luck.
Absolutely. I'll be just there, too, because I ain't got a chance in hell there either. So
you said it tonight, and you brought it home third, so who the fuck knows?
You know what? So hopefully we can do it again, so I appreciate it.
All right, bud. Good luck.
All right, later, buddy. Thank you.
Jeff Price bringing it home P3 tonight. Let's look at our final results from Bristol Motor Speedway. Once ATV works and cooperates with what I'm trying to do. There it goes. Finally. Thank you. Lucas Hoytsma, your winner tonight. Hayden Lowell, Jeff Price on the podium. Daniel Lawal and Tyler Layden pick up top 5s. Patsy Catalano, Travis Martin, Zach Margison, Trenton Sneed, and Ian Montrose pick up top 10s. Page 2, Dan Robinson Jr., J.R. Deal, Jake Lawrence, William Ashburner, Cliff Mullins, Dave Hoytsma, Jeremy Scherer, C.J. Orndorff, Adam Crozier, Blake Giglio, and the final page is Mike Edwards. Mike beat 2 laps and then parked it because he had an injury and he just wanted to get credit for being at the track tonight. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Have to say it's SpinIRacing.com. Head on over there, pick up these cars, this track, come race with us. We'd love to have you. Head on over to DGSRacing.com. Click that big red snake. That'll get you to our Discord, where you can sign up to run any one of our 9 different series. Yeah, that's right, 9 different series. We run 6 nights of the week. We take off Saturdays. And yeah, let's go ahead and hit our sponsor folders here and get the bills paid, and get on out of here and enjoy the rest of our Monday night. We are back, week 6 of Sidewinder action. Thank you to 911 Fleet Services, 911fleetservices.com. They do our Wednesday Cup Series, Cave RP, Cave City Roleplay, do our Thursday Truck Series, Fort Worth Screen Printing, our Tuesday Xfinity Series, FSM Customs does our IMSA Series on Friday. And then we have Golden Eagle Syrup doing our Super Speedway series on Friday. Light of My Life Candles, they give away a candle every Xfinity race on Tuesdays. Come on by if you want to win a free candle. M9 Performance, they do our modified series on late Tuesdays. Sneed Tombstone Game Farm, our street stocks on Sunday. Spittin Venom Podcast did this ARCA series that you watched here tonight with us, 1023 graphics. They'll be our first race tomorrow with the dirt street stocks. And that should do it for our sponsor folder. Thank you so much for everyone being here. We appreciate you very much. That does it for the broadcast. Everyone have a great rest of your Monday night. We'll be back here tomorrow for the triple header.